What's going on, everybody? JT here with the Next Block, and we are back with another technical analysis video, this time for Render Network, ticker symbol RNDR. If you enjoy the content, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. And now, without further ado, let's dive right into the charts. So here we have Render on the weekly time frame. It launched on Binance back in November of 2021, reached a high of about $7.57, and came all the way down to about 27 cents back in June of 2022. Since then, it found a bottom, a pretty strong bottom around 40 cents, and blasted off all the way to about $2 in February of 2023, had a nice correction, went further up to about $3 in May, and has since corrected down to the 50-week moving average, which is acting as a pretty strong support, which is great to see because, as we've mentioned in many of our technical analysis videos, of course you definitely have to check those out if you haven't already, that the 50-week moving average almost always acts as the bull market support band, so being above it is a really strong sign. Another good sign is that Render is maintaining bullish structure with this higher high here and the higher low right here. So as long as it can continue to make higher highs and higher lows, so far this looks really, really good. Let's take a look at the RSI. Now, if we look at the RSI on the weekly time frame, I personally would like to see the RSI come back down before jumping back in, and that's usually what I like to see. However, if Render can show some strength and get back above this moving average that's associated with it, then Render could be in for another leg up. If you can see right here at the bottom of the RSI, as soon as we crossed and got above this moving average, that was basically when you wanted to be buying. That basically signaled this was the time to be buying. Then we bounced up, we retested it right here, and then it was liftoff. Once we crossed back down right here in June 5th of 2023, that was when you wanted to sell. Now we're right here looking to cross again sometime soon, and if we do, if you're waiting on the sidelines, maybe it might be time to get back into that position. Of course, not financial advice. This is just what I'm seeing in the charts from a technical standpoint. I'm going to plot some support and resistance lines using the weekly and the daily moving averages. Now, if we zoom into the daily, we do see that Render had a death cross back in August of 2023, just last month. However, these death crosses are often lagging indicators. They can often mean more bearish momentum to come, but they can sometimes also mark basically the bottom because they're such a lagging indicator. As you can see right here, we have our two green lines of support, one at the 50-day moving average at $1.51 and another down here at $1.37. This is the 50-week moving average we just saw in the weekly time frame before. It does look like Render's coming back down, and if we look at the RSI, we see a similar picture. The RSI is crossing back over. It's about to have a bear cross in relation to the moving average that's associated with it. But as long as Render comes down and just retests this support right here at $1.51, or even comes down and retests this support or stays above this support, that's still a good structure because it would be another higher high on a more micro level on this daily time frame. Render is currently at about $1.58 at the time of recording this video, and I would expect it to come down to at least this 50-day moving average at about $1.51, which would represent a drop of about 4 to 5% between now and whenever that happens. If it can bounce off the 50-day moving average and treat it as support, the next lines of resistance are $1.72, $1.73 area where the 100-day moving average is, and then up here at almost $1.80, $1.79 where the 200-day moving average. Those are the next significant lines of resistance. The great thing is if you plot a trend line from this top back here in May, you can see that Render broke the trend line here on around September 16th, 17th, and it sort of lines up perfectly with my thought here that Render could come down and retest this $1.51 zone, which would basically backtest this previous resistance trend line and try to treat it as support, which is typical structure. Usually you break out of a trend line, you come back, retest it, and then break out some more. So this is almost a typical breakout retest. So that's what we're going to be looking for. As long as it can hold this $1.51, I believe render will continue going up. If we break this $1.51, we could tread all the way down to the $1.37, but there's no reason to assume that's going to happen yet because we are maintaining bullish structure, and in my opinion, it'll come back down and retest this area around here before trending back upward. Now, render is a relatively new cryptocurrency, and none of this, of course, is financial advice, but this is what I'm seeing on the charts. A lot of people have been asking me to chart render. This is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm looking out for. I think render's coming back down to retest that 50-day moving average. We'll be keeping an eye on it. We'll keep you updated. We'll do more of these technical analysis videos in the future. If you enjoyed it, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and ping that notification bell. We have a fantastic episode coming up with Stacey Warden, the CEO of the Algorand Foundation. That'll be on our live show on Thursday. You aren't going to want to miss it, so ping that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. Let us know down in the comments below what your thoughts are. Do you agree with my technical analysis here today? What other cryptos would you like us to chart? Let us know in the comments below, and we will catch you in the next video. Thank you.